On today's trip to the thrift store, I found this mid-century modern end table. The top had some damage, but it was only $25, so I took it home for a quick refinish. And here you can see the water stains on the top, so the whole top will need to be stripped and refinished. The legs aren't too bad, so I'll probably just touch up a few spots on there. Most of the work will be on the top. The first step was to strip the old finish, and to do this I use citrus strip and just brush it on and make sure you get enough on there so it stays wet until the finish starts to come loose. And then I just scraped it off. And after all the finish was off, I just wiped it down with some 4/0 steel wool and mineral spirits just to clean up any residue. So after the top had dried, you could still see the water stains faintly. So I tried some oxalic acid on the top just to see if that would remove them any further. And it worked pretty well. They did come out a little bit more with the oxalic acid, but even after that, you could still see them a little bit, so I went to the sanding step. And I sanded with 180 grit with the orbital sander, and then I just went over it by hand to remove any of the swirl marks left by the sander. After sanding, the top looked pretty clean and it was ready for finish. I wanted to get the color of the top close to the color of the legs, and they didn't have to match exactly, but I just wanted to get it close and not be a jarring contrast between the two. I started by applying some amber shellac, and I mixed this with denatured alcohol, so it was 50% alcohol and 50% shellac, and I just wiped it on, and I just kept putting on more coats until the color was getting close to what I wanted it to be. And once I got as far as I could with the shellac, then I went to the toner lacquer, which is basically just lacquer with some color in it. In this case it's walnut colored. And I sprayed a few light coats on just to gradually get the color up to where I felt like it was a good match to the legs. And I liked the color that I got with the toner lacquer, so I just finished it with a few coats of satin clear lacquer. And that was it. Thanks for watching.